Josh Wilkinson, everybody. Josh Wilkinson.
Finally, an end to this masculinity up here. Oh my God. I tell you, it is rough back there right now. It is rough. In case you couldn't tell, I am in fact a gay. Perhaps, I know, right? Perhaps you could tell from the glow I have from not having children and never having to worry about accidentally making any. A gay comedian recently said that no one will take a gay man seriously doing stand-up unless he's a go-go boy or a drag queen. Now I promise you, my clothes are staying on, and I haven't worn heels since Thanksgiving. So, as I tell my Grindr dates, unfortunately you are stuck with me for the next 7 minutes. Let me tell you guys, gay dating is not easy. I am lying to 5 different men right now. I have different stories for each one on why I'm canceling plans for the night. I have to take pictures all over my apartment. On the couch to show that I sprained my ankle. On the balcony because I'm stuck in a blizzard. In bed because I'm sick. In the bathroom because I'm very sick. Shirt on, shirt off. Pants on, pants off. Underwear on, underwear still on, because I am a child of the Lord. Is anyone here under the age of 30? Yeah. A few of you? Okay, yes. Oh. Yeah. Listen to how happy you guys are. I remember when I was young and had energy. I turned 30 a few months ago, or as the gays prefer to call it, I died. Being 30 in the gay world is the equivalent of being an 85-year-old racist man whittling soap on your front porch. Nobody wants to deal with you. Since I turned 30, I have broken my nose, gotten a concussion, been in a car accident, and had strep throat 3 times. My time is up, and the universe is not being subtle about it. I don't even get injured in crazy ways. I broke my nose trying to make coffee. I opened the cupboard door, sneezed, and went face first into it. Yeah. Being an elder, I try and keep up with the times. But honestly, I hate social media. There are 2 memes going around right now that drive me absolutely crazy. The first one is people posting pictures of them in 2009 versus them now. I mean, I have also aged terribly, Karen, but I am not out here bragging to everybody about it. The other one that drives me crazy is the memes where people post a picture of a random celebrity and say, I'm gonna tell my kids this is blank. And I'm just looking at my Facebook feed like, I know for a fact that half of you do not have custody of your kids. It's fine. I grew up in a terrible, horrible place. Is anyone else from Belleville? No, I'm just kidding, I wish. I grew up in Lansing, and yes, Lansing, where dreams come true, I've never heard before. I grew up white trash, or as my dad prefers to call it, upper white trash, hence why I'm still wearing these Hollister jeans at the age of 30. I grew up in one of those houses where there were always at least 5 cars in the driveway at any given time, and you never knew who they belonged to. According to the legal system, I grew up with a family of criminals and alcoholics, but I like to think of them as fun and always willing to buy you beer at 12. Some kids went to church to learn that Jesus turned water into wine. I went to family reunions to learn how to turn beer into childhood trauma and regret. I've had anxiety issues for as long as I can remember, and in the spirit of being a responsible adult, I blame my parents for everything. When I was 5 years old, my parents convinced me that I was going through menopause because I was complaining of the same things that my mom was. When she had hot flashes, I had hot flashes. When she had sleep problems, I had sleep problems. And when she had vaginal dryness, I was 5 years old and I didn't know what that was, but you can bet your ass I had vaginal dryness too. One day my cousin, who was a year younger than me, came over and we ended up drawing all over one of the walls in crayon. And by the time my parents saw it, I had wised up. And so when they asked me who did it, I blamed everything on her. And she ended up getting spanked by her parents for it. It was so funny. And I know what you're thinking, and yes, what I did was horrible. It was awful. But in my defense, I was going through menopause, and I was not equipped to deal with that as a 5-year-old. I've worked hard to break the white trash cycle in my own life. But occasionally something will happen and remind me just where my roots are. I went out a few weeks ago with a friend and accidentally blacked out at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday. I ended up getting a straight Republican's phone number, threw up in a Lyft on the way home, and the next morning woke up with my Instant Pot in my bed to throw up into. In instances like that, I just look at my life, I look at my choices, and think, man, those family reunions really paid off for me. That's my time. Thank you, guys.